feel like I could probably make this a series. All the things that I don't buy. So last week you got the first 25 on my 50 items that I don't buy. And this week I wanted to share the last 25. I had originally shot all 50 all in one, but as I was editing it, I was like, you know, this is really long. This is really long. I'm not sure that anybody can handle me for that long of a period of time talking. Hello there, my name is Julie, and I'm the author of the blog CapturingWonderland.com. I have been a mother, wife, and homemaker for the last 16 years. We're gonna get straight to the point, and just before we start, I wanna do another small disclaimer again. I am not judging anyone. Like, this is not supposed to be a judgy type video. These are just my opinions, things that work for us in our household, in our budgetary constraints, and just things that we have come to realize are not necessarily needs. They are luxury items. These are things that I choose not to spend money on. So just, you know, putting that out there. I also want to say again, not a minimalist. This is not a minimalist or minimalism type thing. This is more of this is what I consider a financially responsible thing. Like, this is my attempt at being financially responsible in the income bracket that we are in, trying to live within our means and be financially responsible, basically. So no shade thrown on anybody for buying these things. If they work for your family or your household, then more power to you. All right, let's get straight into the 25 more things that I don't buy, starting straight with number 26 from my list of 50. 26 apps. This is pretty self-explanatory. I think most of them are a waste of money. Also, I have ADHD, so my focus doesn't extend well for long periods of time on any particular anything. So if I am going to play an app on my phone, or even for my kids or whatever, we do have iPads and they do utilize them. They're going to be educational in some respect or creative. So we have paid for drawing apps on the iPad, and we have iPencils. My children are extremely creative. They're very artsy craftsy. Can't imagine where they got that from. And we did invest long ago in iPads and iPencils for them, and technology for them to learn and start utilizing digital art. It's just a way that I'm trying to create an avenue of entrepreneurship for my children. 27 is cable. We have never paid for this. I absolutely never will. Honestly, I love watching certain TV shows, but the whole of TV is just bleh. No, thank you. What we do instead is we have an extensive DVD collection. Yes, I am one of those people. If I'm gonna let my kids watch things, I want them to be things that I have already said that they can watch. So things I've already watched and I know are appropriate and that I have said yes to. So we have lots of DVDs. If we are going to, like, say there's a new show out that we really like watching or something like that, we'll just go and pay for the entire season up front at Walmart for 20 bucks or whatever. And that's just worth it to me, because then we can watch it over and over again if we want to. 28 is figurines. You know, if you have watched me, that I do love my share of decor, but I really like it to be decor that is useful, not just decor that is there that can't do anything. Like a figurine. I like functional decor. That being said, number 29 is duplicates. Asterisks, not including books, because yeah, I'm constantly saying how I probably already have this book, but I don't even care. If you're bringing something in to upgrade another item in your house, then make sure to get rid of the lesser quality item, I guess, like we're getting by with, and it's not like the thing that we actually want. Then we will keep the thing that we don't necessarily want, just use it until we can buy the other thing. So 30, soda and junk food. It is not that we do not ingest any of these things. It's that we do not buy them in grocery runs at all, period. I just don't do it. In fact, most of the time we don't even buy juice in grocery runs. I see those as a luxury item. So any snack foods like that would have to be something I would buy after everything else that we do need has been purchased. If we are sitting down one night and we decide we want to have a movie night or something, I will specifically go to the grocery store to buy ice cream cream that evening. Otherwise, in my house, it disappears. And then what's the point? Like it's gone before I usually get any of it anyway. So if I want it for a special occasion, then I have to buy it on the special occasion. Number 31. Single-use kitchen gadgets, with the exception of a waffle maker, because we do own a waffle maker and that obviously only makes waffles. Although you can actually use it with other things like cookie dough, I guess. So one of the main reasons for this is a lack of storage space. We typically would replace those single-use items like rice cookers. So I got rid of my rice cooker and my crock pot in one go and just got the Instant Pot. So that saved me lots of space and I like doing that. 32, personal shampoo and conditioner. This sounds weird, I'm sure, but most homes, I think, buy shampoo specifically for children and then shampoo and conditioner specifically for men and shampoo and conditioner specifically for women. I do not. I buy, it's actually rice milk, shampoo, and conditioner bars, which anyone is free to use in the house. And I also purchase just regular, better quality, I try to at least, of just a regular shampoo and a conditioner. Right now, we're really loving like rosemary and mint, and that is the shampoo and conditioner that gets used for the entire house. So anybody that is washing themselves or, taking a shower uses the exact same conditioner and the exact same shampoo. This has cut down costs so much. And also we're not using all of those different bottles and dealing with having to store all of those different bottles in our showers. So it helps with storage space, it helps with plastic bottle usage, and cost definitely has gone down quite a bit doing this. We've been doing it for a couple of years now, and I just really love it. I would never go back. I would actually love it if all of us could go to shampoo, bar, and conditioner, but my husband is a little bit adverse to using bar shampoo. I feel like he thinks it's just too weird for him, so it's fine. We'll just keep doing what we do and it works for us. Number 33 is body wash. Another one of those things that's kind of a lie that you are sold that you need this thing to wash yourself. You don't actually. I just buy good quality bar soap. So like lye or goat's milk, something that doesn't have any of the toxins in it. And that's what we use to scrub ourselves and it works really well, actually. Number 34, plastic loofahs or scrub brushes or shower scrubbers. Any of that stuff drives me crazy. I hate plastic. Have I said that? I mean, I feel like I've said that a couple times now. But those things they feel nasty to me. I don't know if it's, again, like my sensitivities for myself, but plastic on my skin feels gross. I hate that feeling. So what we have actually done is I will buy natural products for that. So we have like natural scrubbers and I actually purchased soap enclosed, like they're little soap pocket thingies. You put the soap bar in them and then close them up and then you can scrub yourself with them. I don't know what they're called. Pockets, I don't know. But they are actually made of hemp and so they are natural, they're good for you, and they actually scrub and exfoliate really well. And they're pretty cheap on Amazon. 35 is television subscriptions, another asterisk. We do not purchase these regularly. Like we don't just subscribe to things outright. The only thing that we subscribe to outright is Amazon, and that's because we use the Amazon shipping for a lot of things. My husband and I both run home businesses, and therefore having the ability to buy things that we can't get near us is handy. We do that. Some of the reasons are the expense. Their libraries, like the stuff that they have available for you to watch, are usually pretty awful. Like, I'm pretty picky when it comes to what we watch in this house. Another thing is self-control, like lacking self-control. Children lack self-control. So we don't have certain things. And also, I feel like that's just adding an extra level of responsibility on my shoulders, is to make sure that any shows that they're watching meet my requirements for like standards and stuff like that. And just speaking of like Netflix, for example, they have many wonderful children's shows, but they have many awful children's shows. And I don't want to have to sit there and watch through all of these children's shows to know that they are something that I want my kids watching. So I would just prefer to do without altogether. And again, we have the DVD collections, and if we know of a specific thing that we like, say we started watching Bluey recently, my 3-year-old really loves it, and I just went and I bought the first 2 seasons at Walmart for $10 a piece. So that's what we do. Oh, another thing that we do with the television subscriptions is sometimes we will just get a single month to catch up with a specific show that we're wanting to watch. So I will pay for 1 month for like $5 or $6 or whatever it is, and then we will cancel it after that month. And it has worked out really well for us. Another thing we do is on Black Friday, they typically do sales on some of those subscriptions. So we got Paramount Plus for 99 cents a month for an entire year. So that's $12 for an entire year. And we like quite a few shows on Paramount Plus. We will do some of those things. That's why it had a little asterisk next to it. Number 36 is impulse buys. I used to be really bad at this. Number one, because I have ADHD, and number two, because I'm kind of an emotional shopper. I think most of us are in some way or another. You get a high when you buy things, and then I would always have like buyer's remorse after the fact. And I didn't like how that felt, so much so that I have been bent on being more self-aware and more self-disciplined throughout the years. I will not just buy something. If I know it's not something that I need, sometimes I will put it in the cart and I will walk around the store with it, and 9 times out of 10, it goes back exactly where it came from, because after I have walked around a little bit, I have come to my senses and I realize, you know what, I probably wouldn't use this, or I really don't need it. Or it's one of those trendy home decor items that I'm like, I actually don't really like it that much. Or I'll put it in my digital cart and I'll think about it. I almost never buy things in my cart. They always get pressed save to later. I'm terrible at that, but I'm okay with it because it saves me lots of money. Another thing that I will do sometimes is I will take a photo of it. If I see something in a store and I really love it, I think that I would really love it, I take a photo of it, and then I say to myself, if I'm thinking about this, a couple days down the road, then maybe I'll come back and get it. Almost never happens. Almost never. Number 37 is wardrobe statement pieces. This is my wardrobe. I have some tank tops, some denim jeans, some shorts. I have a couple of I don't even know, sweaters. Not even really sweaters. I forget what they're called. But I don't do statement pieces. Like, my lifestyle doesn't need statement pieces. I would feel ridiculous in most of them, honestly, because I'm realistic about the type of person that I am, and I'm an active person, and I ruin a lot of clothes because I forget that I'm wearing my nice new shirt and I go and do a project with it on. So 38. Expensive phone plans and phone insurance, or payment plans to buy expensive phones. Before I came to stay home, we paid about $150 a month for both my husband and my phone. And we always purchased our phone outright. That has never been a thing for us. We've never paid for insurance for our phones either. However, when I was coming home to be a stay-at-home mom, I knew that I needed to be smarter with my money, and we needed to cut expenses anywhere that we possibly could to make it more affordable, because my husband was only making $30,000 a year at that point for our family of 5. And I was pregnant with another baby at that point. So I actually went to a really inexpensive phone plan, took a chance on a brand new company that was called Republic Wireless, and it still is. So we pay $30 a month for my phone and my husband's phone, and we get unlimited talk and text, and we get 1 gigabyte of data with that. And it works perfectly fine for us. We can buy an extra gigabyte of data for $5 if we run out and we feel like we need more before our plan renews for the next month. But overall, paying $30 a month versus $150 a month, I can't tell you how much money we have saved in the last, how many years has it been? 8 years. Just hundreds and hundreds, thousands of dollars. We also purchase our phones outright from Republic Wireless. So my phone was a $200 phone. My husband's was probably $250, and we just pay for it when we need it. And we only replace phones when we absolutely need it. Like, look at my phone right now. This is, it is cracked. This wasn't a case, and there's a story that goes with that, but I blame it on my husband. That's all I have to say. 39, throw pillows. This is sort of true and sort of not true. I do buy throw pillow type things, but I do not pay full price for them. I will buy down feather pillow inserts from thrift stores, and or I have purchased them from IKEA very inexpensively, but I don't buy the cheap crappy throw pillows that you find in stores, because they have that fluff in it that just gets compressed over time, and then the pillows are absolutely worthless. So I will either buy a nice pillow insert and then make a pillowcase for it, and I have done that with repurpose linen fabric. I have tutorials on how I did all of that on here in video form. Or I will purchase pillowcase covers from IKEA as well. They have really cute ones, very well made, and you can wash them till kingdom come and they do not fall apart. Number 40 is memberships. As you can imagine, for a family of 7, memberships cost an absolute fortune for us. It's not just the main expense, but it's also the time commitment to do the things with a family of 7, all of the logistical things of getting everybody ready, going there, but it's also the additional expenses of gas and food, because when you go out, you do have to eat. And then that expense is pretty large, again, for a family of 7. What we do instead is we try to find fun activities as a family that we can do for free or inexpensively get the biggest bang for our buck. So one thing that we do spend our money on every single year is we purchase passes for our entire family for our pool locally. And that's just something that we do all summer long. And it's exercise. It's fun for the entire family to do. It's actually a really good skill for your kids to learn how to swim strong. And so there's just all sorts of reasons I can talk myself into it, on top of the fact that it feels really good to jump into cold water when it's like 100 degrees outside. 41, the latest of literally anything. It's an unnecessary expense. Everything is higher when it first comes out for literally no reason other than the hype that they have created. It's a low value for a high expense item. I just don't feel like the value and expense even out enough for me. We are more than happy to have things that are a year or 2 behind. I wait until it's older and not new anymore, or I wait for them on Black Friday. That's another reason why I shop on Black Friday, is I will put a little pin in something that I would like to have, but there's no way I'm gonna pay what they're asking for regularly. Number 42 is name brand clothing. I just don't care. I don't care. Honestly, I'm 5'9" and I am a larger person. I'm not a petite person. I don't fit most of the clothing that comes out of name brand stores like that. I am not skinny. Like, I have curves. I have I don't know how to say it without trying to offend somebody else. I'm not trying to offend anybody, but I don't fit those clothes. So even if I wanted to, I couldn't. Never have been able to. Number 43 is new cars. We have never owned a brand new car between the two of us. And I'm okay with it, because you drop like 40% of the value of the car as soon as you drive off the lot, and you are not immune to having problems with a brand new vehicle either. So we have always purchased well taken care of high quality vehicles that are used, and we pay for them now with 100% cash. Both of our cars we purchased in 2020, and we purchased them both 100% with cash. So both of us own Hondas. I own a Honda Pilot, and it was the newest car I had ever owned and the most I have ever spent on a vehicle. To drop that kind of money in cash was painful for me, because that was like more money than we had ever seen in one single time. But it was an investment in our family and our comfort. And before this car, we had had a really horrible lemon, and we put so much money into that car and it was just junk. It broke all the time. I'm always looking for the quality. I would rather invest, even though it's really painful, to then have everything else like have to suffer because we spent all that money on this one big item. So the rest of the year we didn't have like any money because we spent it all on the cars. But they have continued to run really well this entire time with little to no anything needed. So my husband drives a Honda Fit, and it gets over 30 miles per gallon. So it's a great vehicle for him driving back and forth to work. And we just will always buy used cars. Number 44 is new furniture. I have purchased 1, maybe 2 pieces of brand new furniture. One of them was from Walmart, and I ended up selling that to my mother-in-law. She still owns it, and it was pretty good quality for what it was. Another one was a sofa from IKEA, and my niece actually bought that from me. And again, not bad quality at all. It just, I just don't see the need. I love old things. Everything that I own in my house now is either antique or vintage as far as furniture is concerned. And I like to keep it that way. Number 45 is newspapers and magazines. I do not buy. They are expensive, and they are mostly ads. So I can find the same stuff or better online. Like, All of that stuff, all of that information is available online. There's nothing in a magazine or newspaper that you can't find for free on the internet. So I go to Pinterest or Instagram or Google, and I find all of those things for free. 45 is repair people. As much as I would love to be able to just be like, I can call someone and they will come and fix something. No, that doesn't happen in our area. I don't know how it is in your area, but we are severely lacking skilled tradesmen in my area. You get people that say that they know what they're doing, and then they come and they actually do damage to your home. They charge you extravagant amounts of money, and then things don't get done right. We have had several things done and then ended up with more problems after the fact. We had our entire roof fixed, and then we ended up with leaks, which did damage to our ceilings in multiple rooms. We had our heat pump system completely replaced about 6 months after we purchased this house. And the guy not only left a live wire, like a 30 amp wire hanging in our crawl space that was still live, so anybody that would have touched it could have been electrocuted, but he lit our siding on fire and then left without saying anything. So we've had terrible experience with hiring repair people. And also I have been empowered through YouTube to learn skills and do things myself. I have even done simple mechanical repairs on my vehicle, like I have fixed my car door. I have replaced lights myself, like full lights. I've replaced decal work on my vehicle, and I've also replaced mirrors. They're super simple. Oh, we've also replaced radios in our vehicles. So these things are not so far technical in most cases that it's beyond the scope of a normal, average, everyday person. There are things that you can definitely do that would cost over $100 to get repaired, and the cost of the item is $20-something. Like to repair the mirror on my car would have cost over $150 at a mechanic's shop. To buy it off of Amazon for 20 bucks and then to repair it took me like 15 minutes. You can do things yourself and save yourself your money and know that it's being done right, at least, or you know what you did, at least. You can tell the next person if you didn't do it right. 47 extended warranties. I feel like they're a waste of money. They are unnecessary. I feel like they're a scam. Most items that you buy that you would actually want a warranty for come with their own warranty. And those extended warranties are extremely limited. You probably don't even realize it, but I just don't feel like they're worth the money. 48 to going out to the movies. This might be because I am old, because yeah, I fall asleep in movie theaters now. And so I don't want to pay $12 for a ticket and then $15 for popcorn and then sit in the movie and want to go to sleep. Instead, we will rent a movie and we will buy our snacks from the Dollar Tree and we will eat them at home. 49 is artificial plants. They have zero health benefits and they end up being a dust catcher. So no thank you. I have wildflowers. These are actually dried now because they have been dead for so long. And then I actually have a snake plant, which has a lot of health benefits. They actually add oxygen to your home, so they're extremely healthy for you. Number 50 is studio photographs. There was a time when I spent a lot of money on this. My first son, we spent hundreds of dollars getting his photos taken at JCPenney. And I feel extremely stupid talking about that now, but when you're a new mother, like you just understand that you want these memories of your child. Like it becomes like an obsession of keeping these memories of your children. So I was pulled into it. It wasn't too long before I realized, hey, this is like an extreme waste of money. Like I could take these photos myself because I didn't really like the staged look anyway. So what I did was I saved up my money from my second job and I purchased my first DSLR camera, and I have been taking my kids' pictures ever since. And I actually love the more natural, everyday pictures where they're doing something cute or being sweet, or they just look extra cute, or we're, you know, whatever, family memories. So I prefer those over the other, and they're free for me now because I have a camera and I can do it myself. So, oh my goodness, guys. That was a big list of items. I hope that I gave you some ideas, maybe some ways that you could save some money. And I would love it if you would give me ideas, because I am always looking to cut my expenses back even more. So if you have some ideas, or there are certain things that you have stopped buying, go ahead and leave them in the comments below for me. I would love to read them. And just some other ways that I like to save money is obviously I buy most of everything that I own used. It's just a way of life for me. And it honestly doesn't have anything to do with my income. Even if I had $1 million, I would probably still go to flea markets and antique stores and thrift stores, because I just really love everything that has a history to it. I love it. Things back then were made better. You know all the spiel. I've talked about it. But thank you so much, guys, for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you like videos like this, let me know in the comments also, so that I can make more of them for you. If you are not subscribed, I would love it if you would subscribe here at Capturing Wonderland and be a part of my community here. And yeah, I'll see you later, guys. I have more great content on its way. Honestly, it's super easy for me to talk. I apparently have like time blindness where it doesn't feel like I've been talking that long, but I have been talking that long. Last week when I looked, I just looked at my little screen here, and when I was getting around 40 or something, and it said that I had been talking for an hour. And I was like, oh my goodness, I have been talking for an hour. So we're not gonna do that today, hopefully.